Welcome to Tomb Raider 1. This game came out in 1996, originally on the PlayStation 1, PC via MS-DOS, and the Sega Saturn. This is one of the first games I ever streamed back in 2015, and also one of the first games I ever played back on the PlayStation back in, I think it was summer 1997. But this is one of my absolute favorite games of all time. Rattlesnake. Los Alamos, New Mexico. Presumably during the atomic bomb tests. Bonk. For an old game, it looks genuinely fun. It really is. Like, once you get used to the movement in this game, it feels so good and satisfying to play. There's a little bit of a learning curve, though. Yo, Pony, thank you for the 4-month resub.
Love you, ducks.
Aw, thank you. Who's that? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out later. Imperial Hotel in Calcutta, present day.
What's a man gotta do to get that kind of attention from you?
Like the implication that Lara murdered Bigfoot.
But you seem to be doing fine.
Well, great.
Cal here, okay?
Though truth is, it ain't me that wants you.
Oh?
No, Miss Jacqueline Natla does. From Natla Technologies. You know, creator of all things bright and beautiful.
Seal it, Larson.
Ma'am.
Bam.
Feast your eyes on this, Lara. How does that make your wallet rumble?
Ralph, how you doing?
Sorry, I only play for sport.
Then you'll like a big park. Peru, vast mountain ranges to cover, sheer walls of ice, rocky crags, savage winds, and there's this little trinket. An age-old artifact of mystical power is buried in the unfound tomb of Qualapec. That's my interest. You could leave tomorrow. Are you busy tomorrow?
I like that little smirk. Snake says, I've been playing on modern controls. Classic controls kept getting you killed. And you try to get used to them. Can play Soul Reaver Classic, but Tomb Raider confuses your brain. I actually played Soul Reaver 1 for the first time recently. And I was surprised how much it felt like Tomb Raider. To the point where it made me want to start playing Tomb Raider again, and that's what kicked off this whole crazy nostalgia adventure. Interesting that she has a grappling hook in the introduction, but it would be several games before we did, before we'd get rope climbing and swinging. Boop. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's unfortunate. I think it's just dangerous to go anywhere with Lara Croft. Definitely don't get in an airplane with her. I like the timing of the music with the wolf shooting. Don't think he made it. Seven Ash, how you doing? Ooh, have fun at D&D Winter. It is true. Lara Croft has incredible upper body strength. I mean, I feel like every video game character does. All right, we are in level 1, caves. We're on the other side of that door that we just, you know, saw open up. And we got some wolf prints on the floor. Ralph says, never played Tomb Raider. Thought about playing it. Ooh, all of them are on super duper deep sale in the Steam sale right now if you play on PC. So you just joined. How's my Christmas? Not too bad, Toxic. Hope yours was good. But let me know how the volume is. If it's too loud, if it needs to come up, anything like that. Death Talk, how you doing? Here's gun shooting for the record. Gun shooting audio test. Just got a PC, might get it. Nice. The remaster collections. There's 2 of those. One for Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3, and one for Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6. Those are on sale. The Legend Anniversary Underworld trilogy is on sale for like less than $1 a piece. The Survivor trilogy is on sale for, I think Tomb Raider 2013 is like $2. I think Rise of the Tomb Raider's $3, Shadow of the Tomb Raider's $4, or you can get all of them in one pack for like $7. Like, you could probably get the whole franchise for less than $20 or $30. Sounds good? Awesome, thank you. It's tough because there's only 2 audio sliders. There's one for music and there's one for sounds. They don't have like a slider for voices. They don't have a slider for the background ambience. Because the music is quite a bit louder than the background ambience. But they are on the same audio slider. But we just got 2 secrets in the beginning of the level. Whenever you hear a little chime like that, that means that you found a secret. In this game, the secrets are basically extra items and stuff. In later games, they're like specific collectibles that don't do anything. I'm a good salesman and it's working. Oh man. If I could get more people to play Tomb Raider, I'll be happy. And Tash, thank you for the 28-month resub.
Happy Saturday.
Tash, I hope you're doing good. See, Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6 Remastered bundle is 50% off. That was the last game that I needed in the franchise. And I own it now. And I've never played Angel of Darkness. It's the only Tomb Raider. It's the only mainline Tomb Raider I've never played. I say mainline Tomb Raider because there are some like Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games that I've never played fully more than like 5 minutes of. How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Tash says doing all right. Definitely convinced you to get back into the franchise. Ooh, I hope you enjoy Rise, Tash. Rise, I think, is my absolute favorite out of the Survivor trilogy. It's so good. Like, the story's really good, the writing's really good, the gameplay's really good. Like, Shadow's good too, but it was by a different studio and had different writers, and it just felt like it was missing a little bit of the magic. But we are working our way through the caves. Seeing some vegetation in that last room. Seeing some more Inca ruins. Have this gate right here. I think ultimately that's where we're going. We want to get to this room, but we cannot get this gate to open. Love the PSP edition. That let you play as, that let you wear some special costumes, right? In Tomb Raider 1? See, Rise is good, but oh lord, does it feel like it's not gonna end? Honestly, I felt that way about Shadow, because I played Shadow with all the DLC. And the DLC is amazing. Like, the DLC is like some of the best content in that game, but it also bogs the game down so much. Alright, I got this big room here with all these bridges. And, ooh, is that a wolf down there? I think that's a wolf. But yeah, after I finish Tomb Raider 1996, I think I'd like to stream Tomb Raider 2013, because I've never streamed that one before. This feels a little unsporting. Just shooting the wolves from this bridge up here where we can't get them. But we will be down in this pit later, and I will regret it if I don't take care of these wolves now. There are like 3 outfits. I think if I go into the options of the remaster... Oh, apparently there are options for other outfits, but you have to finish the game first, of which I clearly haven't done on the remaster. So yeah, Snake says, had several people tell you on threads that Shadow is very much worth the play. Oh, Shadow is absolutely worth the play. It's just like, it's the 2 cakes problem, you know? Where one cake might not be as good as the other cake, but you still have 2 cakes. That's what Shadow of the Tomb Raider is. It's another cake. All right, I love this room so much. This has always been one of my favorite rooms in the game. Let's see, Piter, thank you for the hydrate. Like, I am just an absolute sucker for A, underground ruins, and B, like, caves with foliage in them. Uh-oh, what's that sound? But I used to run a Tomb Raider blog back on Tumblr in the day. On Tumblr back in the day, I should say. Where I uploaded, like, gift sets and level analysis of all the levels and stuff. So, a fun thing about this game is if you... Lara will auto-lock onto enemies. And as long as you keep holding the shoot button down, she'll stay locked onto the enemy. And if they re-emerge, she will start shooting at them again. Unfortunately, this bear seems to be smarter than me. Here, we're gonna dangle our legs down to try to entice the bear to come back out. Hey, buddy. Got a present for you. It's bullets. Man, this guy's being stubborn. There we go. Okay, bear taken care of. Now we can drop down here. But yeah, I love these parts of the level where, like, you know, you have the blocks and, like, the plants are coming out of the wall and, like, spilling out onto the ground. That's so cool. Am I going to 100% the game? I'd like to. That is my hope. But my hopes and reality sometimes don't align. I'm going to get as much of it as I can done this week. Let's see. Had 3 anyway. Can't remember if there were more. I think this is another secret here. No? Apparently this isn't a secret. I didn't hear the chime. I remember playing this so long ago. Yeah, like, I feel like Tomb Raider's always been a part of my life. Even though I don't think it came out until I was maybe like 9 or 10 years old. Oh, hey, it's our friend, the Peruvian mummy. A funny thing about... Here, let's go into 3D just to see what this guy looks like in 3D. A funny thing about Shadow of the Tomb Raider is it does take place primarily in Peru. And you do see a lot of Peruvian mummies that look like this guy in that game. Because Peru. And we're in Peru right now. Toxic says, how to check on the PS Store. Have both PC and PS, and there are a lot of games on PS Premium. Definitely next wave. Anniversary. Rise and Legend. Ooh, I have not played Anniversary, Legend, or Underworld in a long time. Probably... I know I did a replay of Legend before I played Underworld, but otherwise I don't think I played any of those since they came out. Let's see... I'm using the classic graphics just because I like them better. I feel that the remastered graphics, they kind of aesthetically change the game in a lot of ways that I don't like. Like, for example, like, see this right here? Boom. If you go to the new graphics, there's a big hole in the ceiling. And they do this a lot in this level set, is they do add skyboxes and holes to the outside. And I really prefer the feeling that we're just like super isolated underground. And yeah. But also too, you know, nostalgia is a powerful thing, and that's why I like playing with the old graphics. If a remaster of a game lets me switch to the old graphics, I'm almost always going to use the old graphics. Let's see, we're gonna get our first bit of music here. A couple of wolves running out down there. We're gonna take them out before they get to us. Hopefully. There we go. But yeah, the music, this music here is actually only in the PlayStation version. It might have been in the Saturn version too, but I don't have a lot of experience with that version. The PC version, on the other hand, was just ambience. In a lot of ways, I kind of prefer that. But on the remaster, you don't get to pick. Oh, also, I believe this is a Mayan calendar. The Mayans famously were not in Peru. There's a lot of things like that in this game. Later, we're going to be in Greece, and there's going to be a lot of rooms named after Roman gods. You know, kind of adds to sort of the pulpy charm of the game. But for this room right here, we need to pull this lever, which is going to open that door, and it is on a time limit. This room right here is sort of the check to see, hey, you know how to, like, platform in this game, right? You understand the controls, right? Because if you take too long climbing up here, the door will close before you get in. Yeah, this music here was only in the PlayStation version. Honestly, I kind of like these tracks here. I just don't like the combat tracks. I like the mysterious music. See, Snake says, played a bit of Anniversary, but I got stuck on some timer platforming puzzle. Legend was your first one you tried, of the more modern ones, on the GameCube. Ooh. I've never played any Tomb Raider on anything other than PC and PlayStation. Big fan of Ocarina. Oh, I love Ocarina of Time. One of my first Zelda games, actually. It was either that or Link's Awakening. I don't remember which one I played first. But Link's Awakening was another one of the first games I played on stream. Like, literally, my first streams were Klonoa Door to Phantomile. Then the next stream I played Link's Awakening. Then the next stream I played Tomb Raider. Back in July of 2015. Oh, and another reason why I don't like the combat music is a lot of times it starts long before the enemy appears. And then after you kill the enemy, it just keeps playing. Like, oh, are we still in danger? Are there more enemies? Is another wolf gonna run out from that room? No? Okay. Super intense switch pulling music, I guess. Dun dun. It's over. Okay. Alright. Well. That's fun. Thankfully, this door here is not timed, so we can take our time getting in it. But there's the other side of that gate that I was looking through. Now we're actually in the room here. The door at the end has been opened. Oh, and by the way, for anybody who doesn't know, this game is getting a remake in 2026 called Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. It's going to be made in Unreal Engine 5. It's going to have similar gameplay to the Survivor trilogy. Pick up 6 out of 7. What did I miss? I missed something somewhere. Alright, we're on the second level now, the City of Vilcabamba. Let me just go ahead and save our game here. I'm going to start overwriting saves. I like to make a save at the beginning of every level, just in case I severely screw something up. Oh, got some wolves coming at us. Uh-oh. Wolf from behind. Where'd they come from? Where'd that wolf go? 6 out of 7? 6, 7. Alright, but this is, I just love these first handful of levels so much. Like the caves with like the foliage, and this is our first taste of swimming in the game. But yeah, this is supposed to be a city, or about as close as you can get to it on a PlayStation with no skyboxes. We're gonna run in here. Of which a bear suddenly appears. We're just gonna jump up here. We're gonna use the standard tactic of don't go anywhere near that bear. Hey buddy, where'd you go? I think we're gonna have to go out there and get him. Oh man. The sigh. Alright, let's go get that med pack again. Suddenly a bear. Is that like that's like a Shakespeare thing, right? Imagine having a 12-year-old boy, and it never stops with the 6-7 crap. I see a lot of videos from teachers on Instagram. There's like one guy who's like, here's the middle school slang of the week. Sometimes he has videos like imitating them just over and over and over again. How do you set up a daily point channel reward message? I do that through, I think there's a couple of different bots you can do it through. But I do it through a bot called Mix It Up Bot, where basically you create a currency type. In my case, it's a currency type called First. And then you link it to a Twitch channel point redeem. And whenever somebody redeems that, it increases that currency by 1 for them. And then you also have a You also have like a response that tells how many of that currency somebody has. I can post, if you use Mix It Up, I can post the exact like scripts that I use on Discord later. Icarus, thank you for the 15-month resub. Holy crap. With the dancing dinos. Icarus, I hope you're doing good. But yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. You can do that with pretty much anything you want to. How do I get out of here? You know what? We're gonna take this shortcut back, and then I'm gonna jump in the pool again. But yeah, if you use anything other than Mix It Up, I'm afraid I can't help you there. Oh, and by the way, too, I know a lot of people have told me that, like, the swimming in this game really stresses them out. But, like, honestly, I love the feel of the swimming controls. I love the underwater ambience, and I love the underwater lighting. Look at how cool this is. And just to illustrate why I don't like the remaster graphics very much, here's the remaster graphics. Here's the original. I don't know, I don't know. It just doesn't. Where's the soul, man? Let's see. Been trying to figure out for it. Do you use Mix It Up, Mark? Really? Yeah, it really guts the prettiness of a lot of the lighting. Like, I guess, you know, not to quote the meme on Twitter that everybody's misusing now, but it's really giving Focus M. Realism, my beloved. Yes. Use Firebot. Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't know how to work Firebot. Now, one thing that is kind of cool. Is they do turn a lot of the original models, like they smooth them up and stuff. Like that's kind of neat. And some of the 2D billboard sprites are now full 3D models, which is really cool. But otherwise, yeah, I just prefer the classic graphics. It's a lot easier to see, too. Like, it's the game's a lot more readable. Swimming along. Okay, so now that we've taken care of all that water stuff, what do we have to do here? Go over here. This switch is calling me. See, like, some of this stuff right here turns into, like, full 3D models. See, what's the swimming stroke called? The frog? I have no idea. I don't know how to swim very well, so, couldn't tell you. Okay. This is a fun part right here. Or see that med pack over there? These tiles right below us will collapse if we start running on them. So the trick is to make that jump before they collapse. Otherwise, we have to do some extra work to get that med pack. Okay, we made it. Gotta love a wall of skulls, yes. So this right here is a block we can pull. If you did miss that, you could pull this block out like this to jump up there. We can approve that message. I think in Jelly Bell says it's called the breaststroke. I think in this game it might be called the triangle stroke. How do the skulls look in 3D? Not that great. Let me show you. Okay, so here they are in 2D. In 3D, they're, yeah, I guess. They did texture, or they did, like, make it 3D models. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, the daily check-in's pretty much the same way. Daily check-in works the same as first, except the difference is anybody can redeem the daily check-in. They just look worse. Yeah. You know, no shade to anybody who wants to use the remaster graphics. No shade to anybody who made the remaster graphics. Like, I don't think this project would have been approved by the investors if this game didn't have fancy... the bat's biting my butt! I mean, I don't blame it, but... You know, I don't think that this project would have been approved by the investors if this hadn't been an option. You know, because I don't think a lot of people would have bought this. But more people would be enticed to buy it because of this. You know, so it's... As long as they give me the option to use the old graphics, I don't care. I don't care that this exists, as long as I can make it look like this. Tomb Raider on main! Lori, welcome in. How you doing? Yep. I have been playing some of this over on my second channel. I played a little bit of Shadow of the Tomb Raider over there. I played a little bit of Tomb Raider 1 just for testing. Or gauging, like, hey, y'all want to watch this? It was a good compromise, yeah. And honestly, I hope they keep doing the remasters. I hope they do it for Legend and Anniversary and Underworld. Though I feel like they're probably not going to do all three at once. Because they could probably charge more for those. And also, does it make a lot of sense? Does it? Ooh, look at that. Look at that med pack hiding there. Does it make a lot of sense to remaster Anniversary when Legacy of Atlantis is right around the corner? I don't know. Where'd that bat go? Somehow showed up behind me. Stinker. Tomb Raider devs are like, I have an idea. The idea being retextured 2D graphics with eyesore 3D model. Nah, like I said, I don't mind. I don't mind. Let's see. I think one of these here. I think this is back towards the entrance. But there's one of these hallways, when you run down it from a specific direction and only one specific direction, a wolf jumps out. And I think it's here. Right? Is this it? Wolf jump scare? No? Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of a different hallway. Or maybe I made that up in my head. Mark, thank you for the hydrate. Legend was your all-time favorite. I remember when Legend came out, like, it was kind of a controversial thing that they handed the series off to a different developer. But like, a lot of people were upset. Hello. Damien the Omen, welcome in. How you doing? Oop, let me take care of this bat. Lily, welcome in. How you doing? Let me grab a shout out there. How was your stream? What are you up to today? Let's see. Damon, welcome in. How you doing? Ooh, doing some Observation Duty 8. Is that the newest one? I feel like I saw a new one of those come out recently. I've only played, I think, a little bit of the first one, though. See, Lumi, welcome in. What's up? Welcome in, Raiders. Damien, how was your stream? Wait, did she just aim at something? Or was that because I think I accidentally pushed the shoot button? Because if you just, like, tap the shoot button, she does this. Doing good. How are you? Like the Skelly, thank you. I made it myself. As much as you can, quote-unquote, make a picture of a plastic skeleton. Let's see, doing great. Stream's great. How's mine going? Pretty good. We started with some Phasmophobia today. Is that the wolf I'm thinking of? Nah, I think that wolf's just always there. Started with some Phasmophobia today, but I'm doing my kind of like between Christmas and New Year's break, where I basically just do whatever the heck I want. So we're playing some Tomb Raider 1. There's a remake of this game coming out in 2026 called Legacy of Atlantis that I'm super duper hyped about. And I was already in like a big Tomb Raider mood before they even announced any of that stuff, so that's why we're playing some Tomb Raider on stream. Oh, got some wolves here. But we just started. We're in the first couple of levels here. I'm hoping to finish this pretty soon. But hey, Damien, if you want, tell us about yourself as a streamer. Aside from Observation Duty, is there any other games you like to play? Anything else you want to share? You know, whatever you want. Alternatively, too, if you have to raid and run, do not worry about it. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Same goes for anybody who came on in with the raid. And as for me, if anybody from Damien's raid doesn't know me, I'm DontFightDucks. You can just call me Ducks for short. typically play a lot of Phasmophobia here, but I've been dabbling in variety. But I'm an official content creator for Phasmophobia, so I do tend to play a lot of that. Let's see. Grew my skeleton myself. Yes, most humans do. And most vertebrates do. Vertebrates? Ah! Darts. Darts and wolves. Ah! I feel like we got more wolves coming up on us. There's definitely one up there. I see one over on the side. Nobody expects the fifth wolf. Okay, we took a little bit of damage there, so I'm gonna use a med pack. Okay. The original Tomb Raider actually had specific save points, of which I believe there was one right here. But this is a good place to save anyway, because this is where the game actually starts to get a little bit dangerous. Let's see, Damien says, I play a lot of Phasmophobia and just about to start playing a few other horror games. Ooh, what kind of games are you thinking of? I used to be, for a time, kind of like an exclusive horror streamer, but I've kind of shed that. I feel like I played a lot of the horror games I wanted to. And then I got to the point where there just wasn't a lot of new stuff coming out that I was interested in. So I'm like, I guess I'll play other games. The movement in this is killing you? Like, why is that? Let's see. Lai says, I remember watching my father... Wait, I remember my father watching me play this and being absolutely scandalized that you were shooting wolves. It kind of became controversial as we entered the 2000s. To the point where when Tomb Raider Legend came out, I think you only shoot like 4 animals in that game. And then the rest of the time you're just shooting paramilitary humans with guns, which I guess is less controversial. Ah! Do her sexy pull-up? Oh, we will in time. I'm saving that. I'm saving that for Lost Valley. Mel says, the whole game is dangerous if you're me, because you have a false sense of confidence. One thing that I really had to learn from playing this game was patience. Patience and just taking the time to like look around and analyze my surroundings. You know, literally look before you leap in this game. Let's see. Omen says, Among the Sleep, Outlast, The Last of Us, possibly Resident Evil. Are you excited for Resident Evil 9? When's that coming out? February 27th? Door open! Also, Leona, welcome in. How you doing? Love seeing you on Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's your all-time favorite video game. Played every single one of them, and you are a diehard fan. Leona, same. The only one that I haven't played, the only mainline one that I haven't played is Angel of Darkness, which I hope to rectify now that the remaster of it is out. But I am so excited for Legacy of Atlantis and Catalyst. After I finish Tomb Raider 1, I think I want to play some Tomb Raider 2013. Because I've never actually streamed any of that one. Excited for Resident Evil 9. Oh, man. I'm trying to decide if I want to try to play any more Resident Evil before that comes out. Let's see. Haven't played that one either? Oh, man. I know it really got critically panned back in the day, but these days, I think a lot of people say it's one of their favorites. I know it's definitely a game that had a lot of ambition, but was ultimately extremely flawed, and I think a lot of my favorite games end up that way, you know? Stuff like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, Fallout New Vegas, The Grinch for PlayStation 1. Alright, so we pull that lever up there, and now this door's open. So we can do kind of similar to what we did before. Gotta climb our way up here. The nice thing, this is a good area. Like, this is where they teach you sort of like the big jumps and platforming and things. But it's really nice that they put a pool of water underneath it, so you're unlikely to fall to your death. Pee party? Alright. Yeah, God, I love the platforming in the classic games so much. Like, it's just so, it's methodical, you know, there's no guesswork. You can just look exactly and know what you need to do. Like, so this right here, I could see, like, that's like, what, a 3-4 block gap? So I know for that one, I gotta do a running jump, and I gotta grab, and yoink, right there on the ledge. Boom, perfect. Ah, bat! I never expect the bats. Is there another bat up here? I feel like there's gonna be another bat up here. Surprisingly, there's no bat. Oh, okay. They're drawing me into a false sense of bat security. Fun thing about the cutscenes, like when the camera cuts away, you can still move during those, so you can just move away from the switch if you want to. Snake says, sometimes I have to mash jump because it seems to lag on your controller. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's definitely not a game where you want to have controller lag. Phasmo Diogen, welcome in. How you doing? I had one of you the other day. Okay, so I don't know why, but this part of the game right here, if we step up here, there's a swinging axe, and there's a couple of these. When I was a kid, for some reason, this was the absolute hardest thing in this level. Like, I could not get through here without being hit by the axes. But as an adult, it's like, oh, this is a cakewalk. Why did I have so much trouble with this as a kid? I don't know. But anyway, now we're gonna pull this switch. It's gonna open the gate right there, and we're just gonna walk right through. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. Surprise! And the bottom drops out, dropping us in this nice pool. We could either go up here and say hello to the bear, or we can go through this tunnel right here. I'm gonna go through this tunnel because this one doesn't have a bear in it. Right. Thank you for the walks, no problem. Let's see. Spiky jaw doors are tricky. Still seem to get chip damage trying to get through. Yeah, those are tough. Those are tough. And I think Tomb Raider 4 even introduces some even crazier stuff. Okay, pull the switch right here. That opens the door down there, of which we still need to put a key in to get through. So even if we pulled up where that bear was, still couldn't get through there. The bear's like, yeah, I'm not going out there. I'm not walking out there. I know what you're gonna do to me if I walk out there. Too fast, welcome in. How you doing? Come on, bear. Just walk out into the open. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. No, he's not gonna do that. Okay. We're gonna have to go fight him. Hopefully we can pull up on the opposite side of the boat. Oh, no! I was gonna say, hopefully we can pull up on the opposite side of the pool as the bear and not get mauled, but the bear had other ideas. Okay, where's he at? Where's this? Oh god, where'd he go? Where'd the bear go? Oh, there he is. Oh, now he's dead. Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad. You know, it gets to a point where it's like, you know, man, if I could just get out of here without shooting a bear or murdering every wolf I see, I'd do it. I'd do it. I don't want to do that to the bear. The bear didn't ask for that. I don't remember what this switch does. Oh, it stops the axes. That's convenient, I guess, if you want to go back for some reason. Let's see, the bear is reading my mind. Psychic bears, you know? You thought Atlantis was the only thing supernatural in this game? No, psychic bears. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. First time catching a non-Phasmo stream. They do seem to be a rarity, don't they? But this week, I'm basically going to be playing Tomb Raider all week. We're going to start with 1 hour of Phasmo, just as kind of a warm-up. You know, let all the beginning of the stream craziness get out of the way. Is it safe to drop here? Sure is. And then we're going to play some Phasmo. I love the sound of putting the keys in the holes. Like that little click. And that's our level. City of Vilcabamba. Next level, the Lost Valley. Probably the most iconic level in this game. Okay, so let's do a save at the beginning. I will go ahead and overwrite my Vilcabamba mid-level saves there. Being from the UK, it's hard to catch any streams, but love when you can. Oh man, going forward in the future, I'm hoping to, maybe in January, I'm hoping to start an hour earlier than usual. We're gonna see how that works out, though. It's gonna be experimental. First thing I want to do on this level is I want to run down here and I want to shoot these wolves. Just get those guys out of the way. And we're going back up here. But hopefully going an hour early allows me to stream longer and also will make it easier for people in earlier time zones to watch. Or later time zones? Yeah, later time zones. That's the word I'm looking for. But this river hopping part of the level is one of the tougher things I remember back when I was learning to play this game. Because if you mess up one of these jumps, you fall in the river, and then you get spat out the waterfall, and if you don't shoot those wolves, they will eat you. This part here is really tricky too, because if you jump too far to the right, you'll bonk your head and fall in the river. But if you angle it just right, you won't. Yeah, I remember this one screwing me up a lot. Like, I think I would take a running jump at it and mess it up somehow. I don't remember. But honestly, the first three and a half levels of this game, kind of my comfort game. I just boot these levels up a couple of times a year, play through them all. All right. So our main objective for this level is we need to find these missing gears here. Because if we pull this lever, well, some of the gears are missing. But the reason why I came up this way first, because all the gears are the opposite direction. The reason I came this way first is because there is a shotgun down here that we're going to want for later. Very, very carefully maneuvering my way across this so I don't accidentally fall in a hole. Also, hey, that's me! That's a DontFightDucks cameo. Alright. Yeah, I love the low-poly 1996 Tomb Raider skeletons. Another thing about this level, too, is there's these faces and these indentations on the floor. I used to always think those were, like, pressure plates or something. Like, I would step on it and something would happen. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't be going this way. There's nothing down there right now that we can access at the moment, but we'll be back here later. So, gonna jump up here. Whoop! See, remember this game? Remember putting the butler in the fridge? Everybody seems to remember that. That is, that's in Tomb Raider 2, though. Tomb Raider 1 tragically does not have a butler or a refrigerator. That was added to Lara's Mansion in the sequels. Or I guess it could have been Tomb Raider 3. I think you can lock him in there in Tomb Raider 3 as well. Nerdy, thank you for the hydrate. So I'm kind of curious, what does this area look like in remaster graphics? Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yo, Flutter Pony, thank you for the 20 stream streak. Do I have a Discord server? I do. Do ! Discord in chat. Okay, we're gonna take a swim in the river. I'll get that drink while we coast down it. Good stuff. Yeah, this here's why I shot those wolves. Because otherwise, they would have started biting my face when I came out of here. Okay. But now we can make our way through this cave over here. Oop, hello. Hey, sorry about your friends. No hard feelings. What's a game everyone would like to see remastered if you could make it happen, or remade? The original Blood Omen. Ooh, with OG voice lines. What's he say? Ve Victus! Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I'm getting ahead of myself here. We got another cave over here to the right. There's actually nothing down here. Very little reason to go over here. Unless you want to shoot some wolves. I think that's all of them. And I always think that like this is some kind of exit from above, but no, there's just nothing in here. I think the reason this area exists, though, is in the very early alpha version of Tomb Raider 1, you did not have infinite pistol ammo. You had to, like, collect pistol ammo, and I've heard that there used to be pistol ammo back in that little nook there. So that's why this cave exists. Ooh, Fallout 3. I would love a functional remaster of Fallout 3, because that is probably the hardest Fallout to get running on PC, even with like bug fix mods and stuff like that. Yeah, I'd like to, along the lines of the original Blood Omen, I'd like to see them remaster Blood Omen and Defiance for PC, or consoles as well. Just because those are also a little tough to get running. Okay, I'm going to do a save before we go down in here. Do a second save. But this right here is probably one of the most iconic parts of this game. We've been underground in caves for a while. We've seen little hints of vegetation and stuff. But when we run out here, big old valley full of trees and stuff, and also dinosaurs. And more skeletons. We are not the first people to try to come down here. It's a real shame that that guy died with the shotgun all the way back here, because he probably could have used it here. Take out that raptor there. Want to see how the ports of Blood Omen 2 and Defiance are on PlayStation? Oh, they probably work pretty okay. It's probably just the PS2 versions running. Ooh. Now, those dinosaurs are small, but those footprints are big. And also, looks like something smashed that bridge up there. Huh. Oh well. Probably nothing to worry about. Oh, that seems like something to worry about. This looks like a shotgun problem. We have 4 shotgun shells. Uh-oh. That's not good. Do not get bit by that guy. Here, we're out of shotgun ammo, so let me switch back to the pistols. Mom is just around the corner. Thankfully, with the shotgun, we made quick work of her. Whew! Yeah, probably the most famous thing from the original Tomb Raider series right there. Because, like, holy crap. That's not even the end of the game. We're only in the 3rd level. Let's see. Fazlox, welcome in. How you doing? All right. So we can chill for a little bit now. But we have a few more things to take care of in the valley. So he was playing Phasma earlier, got the spirit 4 times in a row. Holy moly. We got 2 demons in a row earlier. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it the second time I got early hunted. Alright. Anybody else around here? I feel like... Oh yeah, 2 raptors. Running out of the temple down there. Take care of you. Alright, I think we're safe now. Safe to freely explore the valley. With the exception of a you guys around the side. Okay, now there are a couple of holes over here. If you're not comfortable fighting the T-Rex, you could try to make your way down here and jump into one of these holes. And then shoot it from a distance where it can't get you. That's always a strategy. Just make sure to take care of this guy. Doing good. Let's see. Lovely to watch Tomb Raider. Oh man, I've been wanting to play this game for weeks. But I thought, I really should wait. I really should wait until at least January. Or at least the week after Christmas. Because it's like, I knew everybody would be busy before Christmas, and not a good time to start a new playthrough of anything. Everybody would probably miss the first episode. Yo, Fazix, thank you for the 7-stream streak. And here's the first one of those gears that we're looking for, or cogs, I think the game calls it. What's the difference between a cog and a gear? Oh, wait, where's that at? Up? Yeah, machine cog. Machine cog. I'm sure there's like a technical functional difference between a cog and a gear, but I don't know it. Let's see. Lai says, my son wants to watch Stranger Things, so I'm heading out. Hope you enjoy the rest of your stream. Ooh, I hope you enjoy it. I still haven't seen any of season 5 yet. That looks like a pretty far jump. Let me... I think we're gonna go over here instead. And I think if we do that, we'll sploosh right into the water there. Then we can take a swim out of here. Let's see, Tomb Raider 2013 gets a full mobile port next year? You've read since you have a modded Switch with Android running? Ooh. On top of that too, I don't know if you can still like access the eShop or whatever with a modded Switch, but I do know they did just port, I think, Tomb Raider 2013 to, or maybe it's on the Switch too. You know what, that sounds more right. I think it's on the Switch too, never mind. That's crazy though. That's crazy to think of that game running on a phone. For as old as that game is though, it's still very pretty. I'm probably going to be playing Tomb Raider 2013 after I wrap up this game here. See, I can't remember if there's anything in this cave to get. I don't think there is. I think there's just a raptor hanging out there. See, a cog is a tooth on the wheel, a cogwheel is any wheel with teeth, and a gear is a cogwheel used to mesh with another cogwheel. Some of that seems a little redundant to me, but okay. What would a cog be doing if not meshing with another cogwheel? I guess it can attach to other things. But here's one of the secrets, or another one of the secrets of this level. This is interesting because I don't think the game does this anywhere else. You can grab onto this ledge right here, and then even though there's no opening, you can keep climbing on this ledge. Cog's also an older term. That makes sense. Cog and gear can be synonyms. Secret here, we have some shotgun ammo to replenish what we lost fighting the T-Rex. Oh, another Tomb Raider fun fact is, according to the concept art, that's not a T-Rex. According to Toby Gard, that's an Allosaurus. Could have fooled me. But I think everybody just started calling it a T-Rex and it just kind of stuck. Let's see, have a great night and a great stream. Hey, thank you. I'll try to remember to stay hydrated. If not, that's what y'all can do for me. Let's I don't know a lot about the Allosaurus. I don't know that was one that they talked a lot about back in the 90s when I was primarily interested in dinosaurs. But I will say the concept art for it's funny. It doesn't look anything like the dinosaur we got in the game. think there's a few more secrets. Oh, and this is something that I was talking about when I did the test stream of this the other night. I said I remembered being on top of this temple here, but I can never remember how to get up there. I did look it up. There is a way to get up there, and I'll show you in just a second. It's kind of cleverly hidden, though. It's not an obvious series of jumps. But here's the inside. Like, I really love this area. Like, the waterfalls coming up, like, the pool on the interior. It's like, this would be something really cool to make in Minecraft. Like, it's just got that shape that would lend itself well to Minecraft. Here's cogwheel number 2. See, Mel says, dinos are my cousin's brand of neurodivergence. You liked rocks and animals. You knew so much. Even their noises? Oh, that's cool. I think for me it was, and this will surprise no one based on what I'm playing right now, but as a kid it was archaeology. But not like real archaeology. It was more like pop archaeology. You know, your Indiana Joneses, your Tomb Raiders, your ABC documentaries about a guy claiming that there was a secret chamber hidden underneath the Sphinx, and also... Does anybody remember, any other, like, 90s kids remember, there was, like, this documentary of this, like, shaft in the pyramid that, like, led to this little gold door, and, like, they were sending robots up it, and does anybody remember that? I remember that, like, decades later, and I'm like, did they ever find anything? Is there ever anything behind that? And I think I looked it up, and I don't think it really resulted in much. If you Google pyramid shaft tiny door robot, it'll probably come up. Anyway, how do I get up there? There is a way to get up there. Somewhere here. I think it's right here. They very cleverly disguised it with the rocks in the side. But if we go right here, I'm pretty sure I can grab onto that. Then I can turn Lara and jump right up there. Uh-oh. Almost didn't make that one. Ooh, you know what? I probably should have saved before doing this. Like, this would be really awkward if I just die and I have to go back and fight the dinosaurs all over again. So we're going to do a save right here. It's generally a good idea to save often in this game, especially if you're playing on the PC version or the remaster that lets you save anywhere. The PlayStation 1 version of this game is really unforgiving because it only lets you save at specific save crystals. And the PS1 version of Tomb Raider 3 was even more unforgiving because not only were there save crystals, but they were item pickups, and then you had to decide where to save. So you could save in a really bad spot, or you could run out of save crystals. It was just a bad time. That was a... PS1 version of Tomb Raider 3 was just an evil, hateful video game. The PC version was a little better. Okay, I think I got everything up here. Mummy lore. Yeah, in particular, I really loved ancient Egypt. Back in the day. Right. So, there's that. And now we can go up here. This will take us up to that bridge above the valley. But God, I love Lost Valley so much. Might be my favorite level in the game. The other big contender is some of the Egypt levels, and weirdly, maybe, Cistern? I don't know why I like cisterns so much. Alright, here we are. Got that cool music playing while we can look over the whole valley. Oop, camera glitched out a little bit there. Now it's time for the sexy climb. If you hold down the walk button before you push up, while hanging on a ledge like that, she will flip up. They specifically have her do that in the trailer for Legacy of Atlantis on that bridge right there. Alright, and now I think we're done in Lost Valley. Say goodbye to the T-Rex. And also, let's do a heal real quick. Not that we really need it for anything through the end of this level, but... Suggestively animated. About as suggestively as you could animate it in 1996 with these graphics. You know? Triangles. Let's see. Age of Empires and Tomb Raider got you excited about the older civilizations, Egyptian and Greek ancient cultures specifically. Yeah, there's a lot of really good YouTube channels too. we can allow that message. Probably got held for the age 12 bit. Crumble Joe is an adult. Got you excited at age 12. Honestly, God, the weird climate around this game back in the 90s was like, you know the term Gooner game these days? That's how people treated Tomb Raider back then. And like, as somebody who both was like really interested in like, you know, pop archaeology and ancient ruins and caves and dinosaurs and stuff like that, and also somebody who had a lot of weird gender stuff going on, I was really into Tomb Raider. And I remember like being ashamed to tell anybody that I was into Tomb Raider, because back then, if you were somebody who was assigned male at birth and you played Tomb Raider, people assumed you were just playing it because you were, you know, a horny teenager. And like it took me a very long time to get over the embarrassment of being into these games. And I'm glad that I don't have to feel that way anymore. Because dang. Let's see. Joe says, didn't know that was a term, but it recontextualizes your dad being a big fan of Tomb Raider. oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about pop archaeology. Okay. Let's see. Naked Lara Croft in her mansion isn't real. No, Nude Raider is not real. It was not a real code, though people did make mods back in the day. Which, I believe IDOS was really vigilant about trying to take those down. But, you know, once something's on the internet, it never goes away. Now you can just log on to Nexus. All right. I think we're through the worst of it now. In this level, anyway. Okay. And I think I got all the secrets. Don't think I'm forgetting any, but we shall find out at the end of the level statistics. Oh, no, wait, there's one more. There's one more that we can't get yet. And there is something I'm curious about. You know, we pulled the lever earlier, and it turned the first 3 gears, but now that I've added this gear, is it going to turn the second cluster here? Let me see. I've never tried to pull this lever. Oh my god, it does! Oh, that's so cool. I've never tried to pull this lever without putting all the gears on. Or when there's only one gear on, you know? Da, da, da. Okay, all 3 gears are in place. Pull the lever, what's it do? Animates poorly. Even in the remastered graphics, it animates that way. Okay, so if we look down here, that has flipped that little door and diverted the flow of the water. So now the river's not there anymore. So we could run down the dry riverbed, but if we swim this way, this will take us to our final secret. Graphics are never going to get better than this. When I played the demo of the original Far Cry, which looking back at those graphics now, it's funny, but when I played the demo of the original Far Cry, I'm like, this is photorealistic. This looks literally like real life, and I can't imagine how graphics are ever going to get better than this. I was wrong, but... Let's see. Might be the animation of all time. It's so good. Why they couldn't make the gears rotate fully, I don't know. Gotta play Tomb Raider Anniversary or Legacy of Atlantis if you want fully rotating gear puzzle. I mean, yeah, looking back at Far Cry now, it's like, that's such a funny thing to remember. Like, I looked at those, and I could not tell the difference between that and reality. Okay, so if we look down here, yoink, we can see that there's the river and there's the waterfall. Or what's left of it. Far Cry was so pretty back then. Okay. So now that the waterfall's gone, we can see what's behind it. But first, gotta dive into the pool. Oh, I love the swan dive. This pool was made specifically for the swan dive. I wonder what existed first, this pool or the swan dive animation. Probably the pool. And there we go. Lost Valley. 16 to 16 kills. 5 out of 5 secrets. Beautiful. All right. Save here. We are now in the Tomb of Qualopec. Save game. Gotta make sure that I'm actually on the save game screen. Otherwise, it's really hard to mix up saving and loading in this game. Red says, it sounds silly, but once I thought Space Invaders was as good as graphics are ever gonna get. I mean, even now, like, I feel like we've finally kind of hit a point where graphics could probably stop improving and we'd be okay, you know? Like, yeah, I can tell the difference between Tomb Raider 2013 and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But like Rise of the Tomb Raider came out in what, 2015? 10 years ago? That game looks amazing. That game looks as good as some games coming out today. So I think now the bigger issue than graphic fidelity is probably optimization. You know, Unreal Engine in particular, Unreal Engine 5, not that great. Which makes me a little nervous that Legacy of Atlantis and Catalyst are going to be released on Unreal Engine 5 instead of whatever engine ran 2013 Rise and Shadow. I don't know. Anyway, the thing that we want to pick up is right up this ramp here, so we're just going to walk and pick it up. Nothing bad. Oh, boulder. And nothing bad's going to happen. Well, so much for that. Oh, man. I was going to leave that way. Oh, well. Now that the boulder... Ah, there's a gate. There's a gate in our way. Oh, shoot. There's the thing that we've been hired to pick up, just tantalizingly out of reach. By the way, sometimes Tomb Raider uses these fixed camera angles, and I love it whenever it does. In particular, Tomb Raider 2 has some very beautiful fixed camera angle shots. Let's see. Also grew up with a PC. Oh, man. Yeah, I remember I had to upgrade my graphics card to play Tomb Raider 2013. That game forced me to buy a new graphics card. But hey, it was worth it. I think that and BioShock Infinite. Let's see. Mel says, I'm playing Borderlands 4 and the optimization. Some companies are better at it than others, yeah. Like, I've played a couple of Unreal Engine 5 games that ran okay. Like Silent Hill F. Pretty sure that was UE5. Silent Hill 2, though, no, not so much. Which is also UE5. All right. Hey, look, it's that chicken symbol. It's on the gate over there. See right there? Chicken symbol. So maybe if we run down the chicken symbol pathway, we can open that gate. See, you can fit through the hole in the door. Honestly, probably, yeah. I bet she could squeeze through there. Oh man, the gaps. The gaps that Lara has to squeeze through in Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, especially underwater in those games, stresses me out so much. Huh, okay. We got like a checkerboard floor and some pillars and things. See what this switch does. It moves a thing. Okay. The Dune says, I'm at the stage where I have so many games that I want to play that you don't end up playing any. I've had that problem for a long time. Steam library bloat. Executive decision choice paralysis. It's tough. It's tough. And it sucks too when you like get into a groove of playing like one game. Like, you know, I recently played Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And once I finish those games, I'm like, oh no, what do I play now? All I want to play is Tomb Raider. So here we are. Pixelated says, it's so funny in games when it's so obvious you could realistic squeeze through. Yeah, there's a lot of that in, well, everything pretty much. Curse you, invisible walls. Okie dokie. What's down this hallway here? Take a peek down here. Okay, that looks safe. See, this is the original Tomb Raider. Well, it's the remastered version, so I can push a button and do this. But otherwise, it's the original Tomb Raider. But Luna, welcome in. How you doing? Okay. So if I go down here, this should be where I came from. And now I think if I pull this, that moves the pillar back and allows me to go back through here and make a jump that I couldn't before. So you remember sitting in the living room while your dad played it? Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I was so scared of these games. I was so intrigued, but so scared of them that all I would do is literally run through Lara's mansion. It wasn't until I was a bit older that I was brave enough to actually try to play them. But God, yeah. And if anybody hasn't heard, they are releasing a remake. Like a full-scale remake in the style of the last couple of Tomb Raider games, of Tomb Raider 1, next year. Called Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. And you know what I'm probably going to do? At the end of this stream, if I remember, I'll play the trailer for Legacy of Atlantis. And you'll see, like, I think everything from the trailer is from, can I get up there? I think that's a little too high for me. Okay. Everything in the trailer for Legacy of Atlantis is from basically this level and the 3 before it. They don't show anything beyond that. But you'll probably still see a lot of recognizable things. Okay. This now. And I think that should make a bridge that we can jump across. See, thought the graphics were so cool. And now with games, yeah. Yeah, we've been having a discussion about video game graphics. Particularly times from, like, in the past where it's like, man, graphics are never going to get better than this. Ooh, this is scary with the spike pit. I think, is this our first spike pit? I think it is. God, thank you so much for the hydrate. Man, that's not good. We're not even 3 hours into the stream, and I'm feeling kind of hungry. I have to get a snack on the next break. Let's see, Dr. Jenna, welcome in. Your first Lara game was Underworld. Love that one and the one in 2013. Never played any of the older ones. If you are interested in them, and you play on PC, there's a huge Tomb Raider sale on Steam right now, where you can get the games for just a couple of bucks. The remasters are really cheap. Oh, hey, it's our friend, the Peruvian mummy. All right. Pull that switch. Opens the bird door. Now we have the... I don't know what that symbol is. Papa Pickle. I could do that. Ooh, how do I want to get out of here? Because I think if I drop straight down... Yeah, we're going on the spikes. I think we're going to have to lose a little bit of health. There might be a safer way to do this. But I think I'm just going to... Oh! Didn't mean to do that. Aw, man. Oh, I didn't do any saving before I did that. Okay, whatever. We're gonna speedrun it, baby. We're gonna speedrun it. Oh, my finger just brushed the D-pad and slipped right off. Oopsie doodle. Yeah, you could say that. Alright. Take care of these dinosaurs. Whew. Okay. Very safely done indeed. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well. We're just gonna run through that real quick. I forget. What are we doing here? Oh yeah, that's right. We run down here. We run up here. I do wish the music was a little quieter. I wish the background ambience was a little louder, and I wish the music was a little quieter. Okay, now I just need to be careful that I don't get in a rush and accidentally die again. Because we've only lost, like, what? Two or 3 minutes of gameplay? Snake says, I save after every single slight thing in this game, so I have over 200 saves. Oh yeah, the very first time that I played this game on PC, when it would let me save anywhere, that's how I played. After every tricky jump, or before any tricky jump, I would save. Because, you know, something like that's gonna happen to you. Oh, wait a minute. I need to pull that switch first. But yeah, what I meant to do, what I should have done right there, was hold down the jump button and then push forward. Instead, what I did was I pushed forward before I pushed the jump button. And did a little oopsie doodle off the ledge. Okay. Walk over here. Turn this way. And I will be saving. I will be saving again before I attempt that jump. That way, if we goof it up... Oh, you're fine, Mark. Whoop. Okay. Tap it. Get... Oh! I did it again! I did it again! Oh, God. You can tell I'm getting sleepy and hungry. I pushed forward before I pushed the jump button. Because if you push the jump button and then an input, she'll jump forward. But if you push forward first and then the jump button, she won't jump until running it a little bit. Okay. So we're gonna pull the switch. Sounds like a pizza roll night, except I might be allergic to pizza rolls. Okay, so we're gonna go to save, we're gonna make a new save, and now, if anything horrible happens, we can just come right back here. I do have Hot Pockets, though. I don't seem to be allergic to pizza Hot Pockets, so I can still get my convenience pizza fix. Okay. Get the angle right. Jump again. Turn. Get the angle right. Jump again. Pull this lever. And now, I'm going to jump correctly. I'm going to push the jump button and then forward. And we're safe. And as soon as I pull up on this ledge, I'm going to save again. Okay, now we're good. Pull our guns out, because you never know what's going to try to get you. Like that. Okay, so I believe this door with, what is that? Is that like a turnip? Tomato? Is it some kind of helmet? I guess it could be like a helmet, maybe. Do I have pizza pops? No, I think that is, I think that's pretty strictly a Canadian thing. If pizza pops exist in America, I'm not aware of them. Oh, hey, love this guy. What's that look like in new version? Oh my god! It looks like he's holding 2 chicken drumsticks. God, I want some fried chicken. But this part here is pretty funny. There's a lever, and then there is a crumbling floor. There's no way to grab that lever. If you were to mod in a solid floor, I don't think it would do anything. We got some wolves to fight. Let's go. Trying to turn in a circle at him. Woo! Didn't lose that much health. Alright, use a medkit. Small medkits seem to fill up about 50% of your health bar. Alright. We have this block with a big ring on the bottom. Our hint that we can pull it. Let's see, I was about to ask if it's Pizza Pop since there was a big E. coli recall. Uh-oh. No, pizza rolls they're smaller. They're like little pizza nugget type things. Attribute statue to the fawns? Oh, you think he's doing like a thumbs up? Okay. Oh, hey, look, a med pack in a hole. Who's feeding these wolves? Apparently that skeleton there. Maybe, you know what? I never thought about who are these skeletons. Casey's is calling my name. It is Saturday. 40% off all pizzas, including specialty pizzas. Pizza Pockets are the US version, not as good. I know Hot Pockets are kind of similar, but different. Hashtag not sponsored. I need to get me a Casey sponsorship. Every Thursday I'm like, hey everybody, it's Thin Crust Thursday. 40% off all large thin crust pizzas, including specialty pizzas. If you want to get a thin crust pizza on Thursday, Thin Crust Thursday is your day. All right. I think there's going to be another raptor. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. Gotta go back this way. No? Okay. Really thought they'd throw another raptor at me. But that leaves one more door to pull a lever on. Also, too, every Thursday there's a new Mountain Dew deal at Casey's. Last week's was you could get a free 20-ounce Mountain Dew with any purchase. I like that they put this giant block here to stop you from pulling out. You can only push it in. That sounds wrong. I'm so sorry. But anyway, you know, they're just trying to not waste your time. I'm gonna shut up now. Phrasing. I didn't mean. Anyway. Okay, so looks like we have a breakable floor here. Can I actually jump over that? I don't know. I'm just gonna run over it. Run over it. Pull a lever. Walk back up to it. See what's down the hole. I see a hint of spike. That's not good. So we're gonna save again. You know, this is why you play the PC version. Because on the PlayStation, oh boy, on the PlayStation, you cannot save before that jump. You have to go do the save crystal. Okay, I fully expect them to throw more dinosaurs at me. Is it dinosaur time? Maybe not. Maybe we're free of dinosaurs. Running past the 3 gates we opened here. Taking a look down this hallway. This really looks like a hallway that they throw some dinosaurs at me. No dinos, just darts? Just take a look in here. Okay, well that's where we're going. I wanna backtrack just a little bit though, because I seem to recall I think there's something behind one of these. That one right there. See if I can do this without getting impaled by a dart. Just gotta line it up just right. There we go. Yeah, secret door. Secret door and a room full of collapsing tiles. Uh-oh. And there's something else down there. This is another one that we're going to want to save on. Expecting incoming Jinx with 100 dinosaurs. I think we've seen our last dinosaur in Tomb Raider. If you want to see more dinosaurs, you got to play Tomb Raider 2. If you want to see even more dinosaurs, you got to play Tomb Raider 3. Okay, I'm hoping... Woo! Okay. I was gonna say, I'm hoping I can drop down here without getting spiked. And then, if I walk through these, we should be okay. Took a little bit of chip damage, but we're fine. Alright. I think we're home free now. There's one of those fixed camera angles that I love so much. Well, here's what we came for. The Skion. An artifact of mystical power. But what's going on over here? And is that guy looking at me? Well, that's unsettling. And also this guy. Guessing that's Qualipec. On account of this is the Tomb of Qualipec. But here's the Skion that we came for. Always feel like somebody's watching you. It's one of my favorite Halloween songs. 3D, what's it look like in 3D? Okay, we can take a look. Kind of similar. Yeah. These things have teeth on them. That we can't really see in the old graphics. Me with no pizza. That's exactly what I look like when I'm hungry. Okay, I want to say before I grab this, because you never know what's going to happen. Uh-oh. Doors closing. Room's collapsing. Let's get out of here. Uh-oh. What's that sound? Is that another boulder? It sure is. Where are they getting these boulders from? Let's get on out of here. Infinite boulder supply store. It's like, where'd you get that boulder? Boulder store. Located in Boulder, Colorado. Yeah, Boulder's Gate 3. I'm pretty sure that's what that game's called. It is a nice boulder. Okay, one more save. You know what? I hate how much I'm saving in this game, but it's better safe than sorry. Bob's Boulder Bazaar. Uh-oh. Somebody's shooting at me. Who's shooting at me? Oh, it's Stinky Boy Larson. Hang on, let's heal up. I don't know why we're having a gunfight, buddy. Oops, jumped in the water. Dead. Getting back up.
You have my total attention now. I'm not quite sure if I've got yours, though. Hello?
I'll heal and hide you to a barn door yet.
Of course.
You and that driveling piece of the ski-on. You want to keep it so bad, I'll harness it right up your...
Wait. We're talking about the artifact here?
Damn straight we are, right up.
Hold on. I'm sorry. This piece, you say. Where's the rest?
Miss Natla put Pierre DuPont on that trail.
And where is that?
Ha! You ain't fast enough for him.
So you think all this talking is just holding me up?
I don't know where his little jackrabbit frog legs are running him to. You'll have to ask Miss Natla.
Love the dolly zoom.
Thank you. I will.
Siren, thank you for the hydrate. Apparently I missed a pickup. But yeah, I love, Larson just really wants to shove that up Laura's butt, doesn't he?